reality, the project that we're engaging in, which is what we call the Blogregator, which is a Davos Conversation page, is a first experiment, actually, that you're laughing at. You know, this is actually an invent of Mark Adams, and we were thinking of a title, and he said, like, what about the Blogregator, just to say something. And we got it, and it's out there. So in any case, this Davos Conversation space is an attempt from the forum to really commit to an engagement of opening up and enlarging the conversation, the Davos conversation to the general public, using the internet to actually engage with everyone else and allow everyone else to be part of it. So we're counting on you for, first of all, tag all your stories, bloggers, tag all your stories as Davos07, because that's the only way that they are going to come to the Blogregator. And secondly, we're asking you to blog, just to open up, just to enlarge and try with us this experiment, and let's see how we go. There we go. So I'm going to ask, you know, like the mentors and the brains and the souls of this project, along with BBC and The Guardian, but I'm going to ask now Arianna Huffington to give you some more.
Well, first of all, remember how we say blogging is intimate and passionate? Well, we have the candlelight, we have the wood paneled room, and we have Claudia.
Some nice wine.
Some nice wine.
The ladies in black.
The ladies in black surrounding Jeff. You know, Jeff and the two ladies in black already blogging in Davos in a three-way.
Don't blog that.
Also, I just want to say that all of you who are holding a glass need right now to raise your glass and drink a glass to Claudia. No, come on. This would not be happening without Claudia. I remember having lunch in New York with Claudia and Klaus, and the minute we talked about blogging in Davos, Claudia's eyes kind of lit up, and they are pretty beautiful even when they're not lit up. And it was instant. She took it over. She learned. She told me tonight that she had never really heard about blogging very much, but you would never have known that because she became an instant expert, and she drove this to its current moment, which I loved, walking into this hotel and seeing a sign that said Bloggers Nightcap. I mean, who would have predicted that 5 years ago when people were demonstrating in the streets? So, Ben and I are having a little debate, and I want you all to weigh in. Ben thinks, first of all, that the first original blogger was some guy in Mesopotamia. And I think that
it's true when I'm Poland, she is. Bloody is.
That the first original blogger was Homer. So you can all weigh in and you can have a debate about that. And the other thing that Ben and I are having an argument about, we just met, but you know, that's our nature, is that he thinks that the fact that Davos is now opening the Davos Conversation means that blogging is over. We are no longer the kind of
It's mainstream.
I think I said jump shop.
What's the next step?
Like the neighborhood. When I could tell you that.
And I think that this is only the beginning, that this is the beginning of the blogging explosion. Today, Davos, tomorrow, the Bohemian Grove.
There
are some things that people aren't meant to see.
My eyes! My eyes!
Yes, I can't wait to see Henry Kissinger naked. Not serious about that. So thank you very much. Let's keep blogging throughout the next 5 days. Don't forget, as Claudia said, to tag them Davos07. And anytime you run into any interesting participant, please encourage them to blog. We've sent hundreds of emails out of the Huffington Post encouraging them to blog. But you know how it is. Some of them will need a little more nudging. So please nudge them. And Jeff, over to you. I will videotape you now.
In New York, we nudge, Arianna. We nudge. I just want to thank some geeks. The guys at Daylight, the startup I'm working with, produced the whole page and did incredible work. And they're back there working on a new startup at daylight.com. I've got to give them their props because they did a great job. And also Mr. Sibri, Tekarati, all those and so we got Guardian, Huffington Post, BBC, Tekarati, and Daylight. And so the geeks, really made this happen, and I think it's a great thing. So WEF says they want to open the conversation. So this is the proof, you know, and I think that we're agents of that, to go out there and see what we see and hear what we hear and ask questions and get the conversation going and see what's what. One of the commenters on my blog said, well, once the conversation is open, then WEF is over too. Because it's a quiet thing. But I don't think so. I think that the world of the future is about having a conversation. And WEF is going to teach people here how to do that.
Well.
And you're going to do that.
Or not.
That's the thing. We will see. Right. But what the hell, we'll try.
There we go. What about video bridge?
So video. So when I wasn't as classy as Arianna, Claudia and I met in a really tacky cozy in New York over bad coffee. I didn't know WEF's a big deal. You know, I'm not sure it's a big deal. So we met in this bad place. We talked about the conversation. We battled about that for a long time.
Enlarging.
Yeah, and the thing about the video idea is that it makes the conversation visible. It makes it apparent, right? And so if someone somewhere else in the world asks a question, we had a question come in from Latvia. If someone in Latvia asks a question, and someone here in Davos, or where you say Davos, answers the question, that's a conversation before your very eyes. And so I think the more we can make that happen, the better. Richard said you've got tons of questions coming in, right, from BBC?
Yeah.
And Huffington Post has got lots of questions coming in, and Georgina Henry has been doing a great job of doing that. And so I think if we go out there.
YouTube?
What?
YouTube?
So, YouTube.
Yeah.
I think me too. So the point is, I think that also the week and company post your videos to YouTube under Davos 07. When you run into somebody without harassing them and you get an answer to a question, put that up too. So we end up with the virtual Davos on YouTube. And that becomes triply cool if we can make this happen. It's a big if. Who knows what's going to happen or not? But we're the guys to try, so let's try.
And for that, cheers to you.
All right.